Bugonia. So Bugonia is the brand new Yorgos Lanthimos movie, starring Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone, basically two actors. That's not true. There's Aidan Delbis as well, who I'm going to speak about a bit later. But yeah, very very small cast. Could basically be a play. There's barely anyone in this movie. What is this movie about? So two conspiracy. I'm reading the plot of IMDb. Two conspiracy obsessed young men kidnap the high powered CEO of a major company, convinced that she is an alien intent on destroying planet Earth. And that's basically the whole plot. Is they kidnap Emma Stone, shave her head, put a bunch of cream on her face because they think that's, you know, she uses her hair as sort of a location tracker and how she contacts her aliens. And the cream, I don't even remember what the cream is for, but it was for a good reason. And she's obviously like, okay, I'm not an alien. And it's just this back and forth. And Emma Stone is just incredible. Jesse Plemons is wow. They're so good. The movie is wonderful. It's weird. It's wonderful. It's just typical Yorgos Lanthimos movie. It's just dialogue, really great dialogue. It's this battle between Emma and Jesse. Emma and Jesse. And they do it so well. Like, I really do think they put in some of their best performances. This is probably Jesse Plemons' best performance. I'm not sure how they are doing in the sort of Oscar race, but personally, I would put Jesse Plemons as a nomination for Best Actor of the Year, because he's really, really good in this movie. He's just wonderful. Emma Stone is also incredible. I would say that maybe she could get nominated as well. I think I might put her in a nomination. I would, if I was voting, I think I would nominate her as well. I'm not sure she would win, put her as the win, but she's incredible. They're both so good. Now, obviously, Emma Stone has she's had quite a lot of success with Yorgos Lanthimos. I'm not sure the Academy would award her again, but I don't see why not. Like, it's a brand new role, it's a new word, she's playing a brand new character, and she's doing it incredibly well. And Jesse Plemons just plays a wide range of emotions, and you, as the movie goes, you kind of go back and forth thinking, okay, is Jesse Plemons insane? Or is Emma Stone really an alien? You really do go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you would think, as an art house movie, they might leave this ambiguously. But they don't. They answer it. They give you a fully fledged answer. And I'm gonna go into that in a minute. So there will be some spoilers at the end of this review. But before that, I do want to mention the other actor, basically. The other conspiracy theorist. He plays Jesse Plemons' cousin. And this actor is Aidan Delbis. And he plays a character called Don. Now, he doesn't say very much in the movie. He's more of a sort of silent sidekick. He does have some stuff to say. But yes, he is a young actor on the autism spectrum. So he's got autism. And I just think he is really good in this movie. Is it relevant that he's got autism? Was he playing an autistic character? It's never mentioned. They don't mention him having autism at all. He seems to depend a lot on his cousin, and they seem to love each other very, very much. And his cousin definitely maybe persuades him / takes advantage of him very slightly here and there, or maybe even quite a bit, you might say. But yeah, it's never mentioned that he's got autism, and that's just great in my opinion. I'm just like, yeah, some people in this world just have autism, and that's the end of that story. Now let's just carry on. Like, you don't need to sort of delve into that much, unless you're doing a story about autism, which this is not. But yeah, you can, like, the world has people with autism. Like, actors with autism can play characters and it just be not a focus point at all that they've got autism. They can just be populating the world, and that's absolutely fine. And I think it's so cool that a story is written with basically three characters, and one of those three characters is played by an actor with autism, and maybe that character has autism, maybe he doesn't, but it's just unimportant, really. It's kind of basically unimportant. And I really, really, really love that. And I really do sort of picture a world one day where a gay character can be in a movie and him being gay is utterly unimportant to the story. A trans character can be utterly unimportant to the story. It does not need to be this identity affirming, huge character driving force. Just like me being straight, or me being coloured in my skin, or me having asthma, or me being right-handed, or me having brunette hair. Like, none of these things really matter. They matter in certain aspects of your life, I guess, but if I'm in a story about an alien, they really do not matter. And I think that's awesome. And that's I think it just leads to slightly more interesting characters. It's like, yeah, we've just hired an autistic guy to play this character, and he's going to play this character in his way. And it leads to an interesting dynamic, something that you don't see if they hired someone who wasn't on the autism spectrum. It would have been a different dynamic. And it's just different stories being told in different ways. We've seen a million movies now. It's nice to just see somebody who is on the autism spectrum and it's just not mentioned at all. And like the same way it would be lovely to see sort of gay characters, people of colour, where that's just not an issue or a driving force of the story. It's just the bit of colour that populates the world that you're watching. I love it. Personally, I love it. I have to say, I love it. Now, a little bit of spoilers towards the end. Actually, a huge spoiler. This is the spoiler, because you're going to be going back and forth. So, huge spoiler starting right now. She's an alien. And it ends in a really bonkers direction. She transports back to her spaceship, and they're humanoid sort of aliens. They look like humans, and they decide to just kill everybody. And it's this montage of just all these dead humans around the whole world. They've just instantly died, it looks like, at the cafe, at a bar, having sex. And yeah, it is a really interesting ending, because you're like, it's a completely different tone to the rest of the movie. The rest of the movie is realistic, I guess. And then he switches to an incredibly bodacious, and I don't just mean like the story went in a bodacious direction. I just mean like the color palette, the vibe. It just went in a really bodacious flip. And some people are going to like it, some people aren't going to like it. I think for me, it kind of worked. I didn't love it. I was like, this is odd. I feel a bit removed. Almost like this is some kind of... Mark Commode said it comes across more as a punchline rather than a payoff. And he is so correct there, as he is always correct, basically, in my opinion, when it comes to movies. But yeah, it kind of feels like here's like a punchline of a joke. And we're going to try and make you laugh, I guess. Instead of like a payoff to what you were hoping was going to be like this back and forth, this battle between them. Is she an alien? Isn't she? Is Jesse Plemons just crazy, or isn't he? The payoff you were expecting, I don't know. It didn't quite come across as a payoff. It more came across as a let's do a joke and let's sort of fool the audience here. Like, this is sort of a silly ending, basically. And I didn't hate it. I didn't love it either. It felt just a bit like a silly choice, maybe. Silly. And I love a bit of silly. It just felt like a silly choice. They was like, hey, let's just be silly to end this. Um, and that's fine. So, yeah, that is what it did at the end. No more spoilers. I mean, that's the only spoiler you can really have. It's the biggest spoiler there possibly is. But yes, I overall really love this film. It is currently in my top 10 of the year, I would say. But it's probably going to get knocked off because some of the best movies of the year are going to start coming out soon. So, let me know what you thought in the comments below. What did you think of the ending? Am I crazy? Did it come across as a punchline to you or a payoff? And also, there's a movie on in the background. If you can guess what that movie is, and you like, comment and subscribe. And when I say comment, I mean comment the name of that movie in the background, that blurry movie. Number one, I'd be very impressed, like I said before. Number two, you could be getting 10 points. But number three, I don't have a number three.